We recently sailed to Freeport Bahamas aboard the Margaritaville of the Sea Paradise and stayed for several nights at the Viva Fortuna Beach by Wyndham. While there, our children enjoyed playing at the beautiful beach, swimming in the kiddie pool, and of course eating and eating and eating at the buffet. But we couldn't help but wonder, what are some other things for families to do around Freeport? So I reached out to a friend of mine who lives in the Bahamas and asked him if he had a contact in Freeport, and he gave me the name of a friend. So I have a friend of a friend showing us around the Bahamas today, and we're gonna get a personal localized tour. And I asked him if he could show us the things that toddlers and young children would enjoy. For our first stop, we are at Port Lucayan, which is a marketplace, and we are told that there's a good breakfast place in here that the locals enjoy. Our guide took us to Zora's Diner. The menu consisted of your typical Greek diner favorites. We didn't happen to have anything too unusual for breakfast. We just had some omelets, and of course I enjoyed mine with lots of hot sauce. After breakfast, we were off to explore.
We're walking through the marketplace right now, and it's so beautiful here. The colors are so pretty, and the weather is nice. This is the perfect morning to be walking around somewhere, that's for sure.
As you would imagine, this marketplace consists of numerous shops, restaurants, and entertainment options. We even enjoyed a family game of cornhole. All right, this time we are now at Taino Beach, or Taino, or Tino. We've been having a discussion about how to actually pronounce it correctly. And right here at the beach is Pirates Cove, which is an activity center, which would be a lot of fun. Our children are a little small for the giant zip lines and stuff though. And this is a restaurant right here that's right on the waterfront. It looks like they're open for brunch and maybe for the evenings and stuff, but we already had breakfast. This beach is so beautiful. I think I want to skip out on our resort and just come over here.
Of course, Pierce is making himself right at home. He's taking off all his stuff like he's staying or something.
Vivian was looking at those conch shells and sand dollars and the starfish. And for a large conch shell, he said he would do it for $10. And for the sand dollars, he'd do $5. And for the starfish, he said $20. But I only had $5 on me, so he let me have a small conch shell. So she doesn't know that I got that. She's over here swinging.
What is it?
Pick it up, show me. Oh, wait. Good save, mommy.
Hey, Bobby. I think it's
What is it? Oh, no.
Pierce wants to ride this tractor that he found.
So within Pirates Cove, it's about $16 to enter, but when you do, it includes some things like some of the kayaking and some of the other water things, but also a children's play area. And then we were given some complimentary soda tickets, which may also typically be included, but they made it sound really special. And then it includes the Wi-Fi, which is very helpful anywhere on the island. I think we found the children's play area. It's these swings and some seesaws over there, and also some Connect 4 and some other kind of like ball game over here. All right, complimentary sodas in tow.
Obviously, we have to test out every swing on the island.
Okay, Vivian says that she wants to try to ride this giant slide, but I have my doubts because it's pretty big. But anyway, she's pretty convinced, so I'm not going to stand in her way, and maybe she'll enjoy it. Okay, it turns out that the slide is not included in the admission that we paid for. That you have to pay for a different kind of admission, apparently.
Ready? Oh, so close!
We're having a really hard time pulling the kids away from the children's play area so we can move on to the next attraction. Now we're heading into Solomon's Lukaya, which is a food store, so basically a grocery store. And we're mostly here because I needed to get to the ATM. I didn't bring enough cash for the taxi to return to the cruise ship. That was pretty straightforward. Afterwards, our guide took us to the church that he pastors, which is Tabernacle Baptist Church. They actually have a sizable Christian school, and he gave us a tour of the entire property. We learned that this ministry was actually founded by a longtime family friend that has close ties to our home church. We were so glad to join this church family for their Wednesday night prayer meeting. They welcomed us with open arms and made us feel right at home. By then it was lunchtime, so Pastor Woodside took us to a restaurant located down by the port. At this restaurant, you can feed sharks and watch them swim around in the water.
Is there a baby shark out there? Baby shark, did he get you?
In addition to the shark feeding experience, our children also enjoyed being able to watch the boats sail in and out of the harbor. And the food was actually incredible. The restaurant offers both an Italian menu and a sushi menu. We opted for the Italian options.
So sad, it's our last day. So we've already packed up all of our stuff, and now we're headed to breakfast because we leave at 9:30 to go to Paradise Island. We're gonna check that out this morning before we get back on the boat. Got our stuff all packed up.
We're going back on the cruise though.
Well, we're going to Paradise Island first, but we're back in our taxi.
Yeah.
You ready, Bubby?
Yes! I'm ready.
So we are at Paradise Cove, and we're gonna see if we can see some sea turtles and maybe some other sea life. Oh, this is warm.
This is warm.
The water's a little cold, so we're having a hard time. But it's pretty shallow all the way out to the rocks out there. And we did see one sea turtle, so that was pretty cool. Yesterday, my understanding was that some of the folk who went to the resort or who were at the same resort with us said that they saw a manta ray and some barracuda and a few different other kinds of fish. So there are a lot of opportunities here. They do swim into this section here and kind of hang out for a little bit.
Fish everywhere, Mom. Come on. There's fish everywhere.
They have a lot of snorkeling equipment that's also available and some guided tours for a little extra charge. We chose not to do those because we have a limited amount of time. And then also Vivian already has her goggles, so she wanted to use those instead of using the snorkeling gear.
Yeah, don't forget. What you got?
All right, I got the chicken breast sandwich. I added some mayonnaise and mustard to it. It comes with lettuce and tomato.
What you got, Bobby?
I got hot dogs and my fluff ice. My seat on my show, Mommy.
Okay. What you got, Vivian?
We are gonna share. There's a hot dog here, and Bobby has other hot dogs, and there's French fries. We're gonna share.
This place is so great if you have small children because there's a really nice beach area and the water is really shallow. Anthony could walk around with Pierce in the water super far out. So that's great if you have small children. So the kids got to see a stingray. They got to see turtles. They got to see a ton of fish. So if your kids are interested in that, like, this is the place to be because they got to see some cool stuff up close.
All right, it's time for us to go. So it's good that there is a changing room available here too, so the kids don't have to get back into the taxi in their wet swim clothes. And to learn a little bit more about how we might have gotten scammed into taking this trip in the first place, click this video right here.